You gonna freestyle? You gonna freestyle?
I was like, what the fuck is that?
Let's go.
Hey, put it on me. Put it on me.
Hey, gon' freestyle? I'm back. I'm with it. We coming for that title. Number one anime pod. Hey, we coming for that title like we Kawhi Leonard. Somebody lend me some money.
Yeah, that was trash.
Freestyle anime. Freestyle what? Freestyle freestyle anime. Yeah, Demon Slayer, I'ma catch him, dog. Freestyling every time we talk. 1 piece away from fortune and fame. Can't switch up on that game, that's my ninja way. Ain't doing that talking, we got more to say. Write your name in my book, that'll see your fate. Better hit up Deku, hope he say the day. Freestyling about anime. Every day, freestyling about anime. Every day, freestyling about anime. Every day, anime. I'm gone, I'm gone. Sorrow with a slice, nigga, I'm gone.
Hey guys, Rico here. I just want to tell you guys about our amazing partnership with Crosswork Media. Our boy Nicholas Garcia wrote this book called Flight Team. It's a #1 bestseller on Amazon. And Flight Team is about a fantasy steampunk themed superhero adventure. This dark, bloody adventure is littered with emotion, graphic, symbolic imagery. Join Marcos, Joel, Claus, and Dimitri as they defend the world of Atlas Park from demonic invasion. Bro, you want to check this out, man. This is a very good manga, and we have a special code for you. It's freestyle, and you'll get a great discount. We'll have the link to their website in the episode's bio. So go ahead and get you a physical copy, and let's get back into the episode. Go ahead, mate.
What is up, Freestyle fam? Back with another episode with your dynamic duo. You got your host Ty, you got Rico here in
What's
the house.
up?
Got a lot of interesting stuff to talk about today.
Yes, we do, man.
What we got on the roster, Rico?
Hey, Solo Leveling, of course. Chapter dropped yesterday. Episode dropped yesterday. That One Piece chapter dropped this Thursday too. And a manga me and Ty talked about in the past that we're still reading, Kagurabachi.
You got to get on Kagurabachi if you're not already.
Yes, man. It's going to come like a heat wave, you know what I'm saying? Just like Solo Leveling is coming with it. But you want to get in the manga first so you can see what to expect, what's going on. But we'll catch you guys on up. So the back half will be a little manga spoiler.
We'll let you know.
If you don't read the manga. But if you do read the manga, you're fine. You're totally fine.
Exactly. And before we get too deep into it, though, remember, we're freestyle here. Where the debates get real, the lore runs deep. So make sure you drop that like, drop that subscribe, because you got plenty of stuff coming. We got the merch, one of our new pieces right here you want to check out. Make sure you look at that link right there. Get yourself a nice little thing if you want to treat yourself.
See, this right here hasn't dropped yet. It hasn't dropped official. So you getting a good look. This is the prototype.
A little sneak peek.
The prototype.
In frame here.
No. Getting back into it, man. Solo Leveling came out. Oh no, before I get into Solo Leveling, guys, if you guys love that reaction we did with the guys with the anime rap battle, yes, we got more of that coming, man. We love doing it. That was really fun. Like, I probably watched that video about like 5 times after I edited it and cut it up and posted. I've watched it just like you guys are watching it and just kept thinking about the bars.
Yeah, every time you listen to it, you hear like something you didn't hear before, which is so cool, man. I love that kind of stuff.
You know, while I was editing it, you know what part I kept rewatching is when he said, I brand this shit. I was like, good caught, Ty, because at first I didn't catch it, but then when I was editing, I was like, I brand this shit.
Exactly. Yeah. I was like, the double entendre was fire, bro. I was like, he got that.
He got that. Ichigo had that.
And then one more thing, too. We saw some of your recommendations down there. Please don't stop that. Please give us more recommendations. We will check it out.
We're gonna react to it. We do have a little battle, not a battle. We do have a anime rap. I think like a quick video we'll listen to today to see how it is. Yeah. So you guys stay tuned for that. But we do have some coming with the reaction. I want to do it more with the other two guys with Ma and CJ, but they're not here today. So we'll get into that in the next episode that will come out after this one. So yeah, but
Yeah, keep posted for that.
yep.
What you were saying?
Solo leveling.
Yes, sir.
You know, if you're not a solo leveling fan, if you haven't read the manga and you're watching solo level release, yo, they could literally make you so angry with the way they end these episodes.
Bro,
Like,
the cliffhangers, man. Every episode, a
Literally.
This is one of the worst ones.
yeah, I've
Slice.
had a friend. He DM'd me this morning. He's like, I need a new monitor screen also, because there's a clip of this dude breaking his TV. Not really, but they just put the solo. They green screened it of this dude breaking it. So this is how you feel as a solo level fan. You want to break your TV screen, and my boy sent me that. He's like, I need a new monitor screen as well. I'm like, bro, because
it's real.
It stopped right when you know who comes in.
Exactly.
You know,
Because it's like, I seen one clip with like Family Guy too. He's like, I want it now.
Yeah.
He like breaks the TV.
bro. And he's like, I'm not gonna lie, I went to go read like 2 chapters. I'm like,
yeah.
I understand.
It's bad, man. It's bad. Like they just bait you. They just
Yeah.
tease you.
You know what I did? A couple like last week, I literally slipped into a binge read of Solo Leveling because I knew Juju Island was coming, and we talked about it. We didn't know where they were gonna end it. I'm like, nah, I gotta go read because I need to know what happens. Like, I'm forgetting. It was 200 chapters. So there's things you forget. There's things that stand out. I'm like, I forgot how this went. I can't wait for these episodes to drop. So I went back to go read it. And next thing I know, guys, it was like 2-3 hours later. I was like into chapter 130 something already.
That's how it is, man. It's addictive, especially when you don't have to wait because every chapter, same as the anime, it just ends off. You're like, bro, I want more. Come on.
No, same. How did you feel about the frame when he caught the Japan's dude's hand and they compared it to the manga?
Bro, I actually haven't seen I haven't gone back to read the manga like you have. You haven't pulled up?
Bro, it's not the same. I ain't gonna lie. Let me see if I could find it.
Yeah.
On I think I saved it on Twitter where somebody was pointing out like his hand, just the dramaticness that the manga has versus what we saw.
Yeah, I will say, like, I have seen people complain that the anime has way less emotion, particularly for the characters, especially Jinwoo. Like when he got caught by the press after he got his S rank revealed, like in the manhwa, way more expressive. He was shook. Well, in the anime, it's just like, oh.
Yeah,
And
he just kind of got out the way.
Yeah, you don't get that energy nearly as much in the anime, I noticed. Because I think they just focus all of their attention on the action hype scenes, which don't get me wrong, those hype scenes are fire.
No, they are.
But I think it's the little moments that make you like actually care about the character.
Yeah.
So that when those hype moments come, it's just a little bit more elevated, you know?
Yeah.
And they cut out a lot of the little details too that I feel like would endear you to some of the characters, but they do add a lot too. So
They do.
I'm really torn on the adaptation because I think they do some stuff really well, like how they focus on some of the extra world building side of things.
Yeah.
But also there's a few little things I feel like really add to the story that they ended up cutting out. Like even with Beck, the tiger guy, right? The White Tiger Guild.
Yes.
The guild master. They don't really even fully explain how his abilities work, how he knows Sung is getting stronger. They have him just kind of guess it in the anime.
Yeah.
But in the manhwa, like his eyes, when you see his eyes kind of flash white, that's an ability he has to tell how strong an opponent is.
Yeah.
So when Jinwoo like jumped, like he was like by reflex, he was so caught off guard, he just activated that ability. And he noticed based on the time that Jin was in the red gate, yo, he's actually stronger than he was before. Wasn't just a
Yeah,
guess,
the fact
like,
he's able to
knew.
sense that.
Yeah. So he was just like, okay, there's only one explanation here. Because it can't be that he awakened again.
No, I can't be.
So he just must be able to get stronger. And then he did all this research on his past and his history and all the weirdness surrounding him. So he's actually a really smart character. But you kind of lose that in the anime. Like you don't really see like his investigative side.
Yeah. And also what's the dude with the red hair name?
That isn't. Oh no, you mean the Choi?
Yeah, Choi's
Yeah.
also he also like they give him more in manhwa. Like he does his own like dialogue where like you get into like his character and to understand. But I was talking about this with the hands. You notice the difference?
Yeah. I mean,
You're gonna lose that when it comes to anime
Yeah, I
because
was
that's
gonna
like
say.
a whole like black scene behind him. I'm gonna put it up so you guys can see. But excuse me, that's like a whole like dark screen behind them.
I will say, like, that I think is just a difference between the mediums, like you kind of alluded to there, where like the art versus animation. When you have a still frame, I'm just drawing this one panel.
Yeah.
It's way easier to make that super detailed than an anime that has to have everything fluid and have motion and everything else going on with it. So I get that. But there is some of the stuff, like some of the character design stuff, I feel like they could have done a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Like one thing, like, let me know, last episode when his mom woke up, that was such an emotional episode. It was so good.
You know what scene they cut off too? The doctor.
Yeah, you're right, actually, now you bring that up too.
The doctor first said, there's no way we could let her check out. She's the first person. We have to do research. Then somebody came back in and goes, hey, that's Sung Jung-woo's mom. He goes, yeah, let him out. Let him out. Let her check out. I thought that was so funny, bro.
It is, bro. And also, he has like his name is like completely blacklisted too. There's like he asks the hunters, goes like, do not release any information on me. So they're not allowed to.
Yep.
But no, I was gonna say, like, during the episode, somebody ruined it for me. One of the YouTubers I was watching that was doing a review, they were like, look how pointy his chin is in the scene where he's like crying. Bro, when I say it's like a V, like it
So
it just ruins it, bro.
That episode, I don't know why y'all hate emotions, guys. Y'all really hate emotions. That episode was actually the first episode that got over 2,000 dislikes.
That was crazy to me, bro. Like, cause that to me, that's what it's all for. That's what it's all about.
You gotta have that balance
Exactly.
of like, yeah, we have climatic, you know, we have the fights, we have everything, but then you gotta have some type of emotional draw and connection with the character. Like, this is what he's been working for. Like his mom, he finally get it, and I think that's where I think the anime kind of did a bad job, because in a manhwa, I felt attached to his goal, that like we're doing this for the mom, and then in the anime, I felt like, all right, cool, we just got this thing for your mom. All right, cool.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, actually, I think the anime did a little bit better. Because initially, he didn't know what the recipe was that he was working for in the Demon Tower. It wasn't until later. So in the anime, he knew from the start. So he was like, oh, I'm doing this to save my mom. So there was more connecting to that goal in the anime than the manhwa.
I don't know. I felt like when I watched the episode, I was, don't get me wrong, it did pull a little bit on my emotions a little bit, but I still felt like if I'm someone who hadn't read it and was just watching it, it kind of just abruptly came. There wasn't like a overall theme, like every episode he's like, I got to do this for my mom. Where I feel like in the manga, when I read it, I kept remembering, even though, like you said, he didn't know what he was working for. But I feel like once he was figuring out, I was figuring it out.
Yeah. Because I wish they added a few more scenes kind of like on it. I know they added a couple, but I feel like they were overshadowed by other things.
Yeah.
Like when the not guildmaster, what's his name? The headmaster, the old guy. When he was meeting with Sun Jinwoo to ask him to like become like the new head to come work for him, he was visiting his mom. And he was just like, hey, I'm gonna go and like save you kind of thing. But I feel like, again, that was overshadowed by the meeting. So people don't really think about it. So it doesn't stick in your head.
It's overshadowed by all the hypeness.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, they're doing a wonderful job. Like,
overall,
we're just picking whatever it is to complain about, honestly.
Although I got one more
Go
nitpick
ahead.
that I think it was a really cool plot point, the whole Japan versus Korea stuff, because I love the political like dichotomy that they have. Because in the manhwa, one of the cool things is that Japan was low-key trying to undermine and take over Korea.
Yep.
Well, I don't want to get too much into the spoiler side of things because it does touch on some of the stuff that's about to happen. But needless to say, the idea that Japan was going into was kind of like, hey, let's use this opportunity to weaken Korea while we go after Jeju Island so that when it's over, we can kind of take control.
I think they're going to show that in the next episode, because when the dude that he was fighting gets his solo, like he's on the call with somebody, he's talking, that's when in the manhwa they revealed that. I think they're doing it different in the anime a little bit, so I think we will figure out. I just think
maybe they're trying to surprise
the
us more.
order,
Got you.
and redid it, but I think we will get that, like the little slight spoiler I told you guys. But the reason, Japan was coming with some type of like, what's it called? Some type of like,
they're being sneaky.
Yeah, sneaky, but like, there's another word. I can't think of the word.
Like
I'm
a
blanking
coup?
now.
Like
Almost a coup, but like. It's like when someone does something for you, but they have a reason behind it. They're not really doing it out of like kindness.
Oh,
or
gotcha.
concern.
Ulterior motive.
Yes.
There we go.
Thank you. There we go. Yeah. Damn, that sparkling water got me over here burping. My bad, guys. I'm trying not to burp out here.
Hey, who got you on sparkling water now?
I've been on sparkling.
Got that LaCroix?
No. This is a spike. Sparkling water.
Okay. Now I understand. Now it makes sense.
No, but I drink LaCroix. I know about it, especially the vanilla flavor that tastes like lemon. It's really good. It's like a.
Bro, I can't get into it, man. I've tried.
I love it.
I've tried. It just doesn't taste good to me.
Nah, man, there's some low key sparkling waters out there, bro. It's refreshing.
I'll take your word for it.
But yeah, so I thought with that's gonna show. But with this episode, let's talk about the fight. We didn't even talk about that.
You're right. Because
we talking about what we complaining about. My bad, y'all. Let's get into the fight.
Bro, I told you he was gonna get humbled, didn't I?
Oh yeah.
Then last week
but I felt like the anime saved his humbling because in the manhwa, Jinwoo did him a little bit more disgusting.
He really did.
God, like he was like, I missed. Jinwoo looked at him, smiled, which he did too in the anime, and just he missed again. But you seen how he blitzed Jinwoo?
Yeah,
he was just like, all right, I'm ready. I was like, yo, you a loser for that. That was a sucker punch. That was a sucker punch.
It didn't even work.
That's the foreshadowing of how they got alternative motives, guys, right there. He didn't even wait for them to be face to face. He was so mad that Jinwoo smiled at the thought of fighting him. It's like he can sense like, all right, this guy's better than me. Just from that, like no one has ever smiled like when they fought me. That's crazy.
You know what I'm curious about too? And let us know in the comments for my anime only fans there. I'm curious how they feel about the fact that Jinwoo's just like, I'm not going.
Yeah. At first, when I was reading it and watching it, I felt the same thing. I was just like, bro, come on, bro. What you mean you're not going, bro?
He's just like, they can handle it. And I'm like,
I felt like he was conflicted though. He actually wanted to go, but he just stopped because his mom just came back and the family's together. He must stay here to maintain that current balance that he has right now.
I don't know. If my mom just got out of the hospital, I don't care what's going on. I'm like, bro, you can handle it, bro. You send in like 15. Y'all got it. I'm gonna stick with my mom's. You know.
But one thing the anime did do good though that I like in the manhwa, it didn't. Maybe I missed it, but I don't remember it showing when he put the shadows under them. And in the anime,
I don't remember. I remember he did it, but I don't remember when they said it.
It didn't show. But in the anime, when he did is while he was fighting them, he said it. He's like, I mean, they're good. I put at least like 5 shadows with them. So
That's true.
It looked like, or unless that was their shadows.
No, it was his. He put 5 in there. Yeah.
Okay.
You see, like the soldiers like in their shadows.
Yeah. And I was like, damn, the S ring don't even notice that. I thought it'd have been pretty cool if he had noticed like Jinwoo put a tag on him. And it's just like, how strong are you? Like you're fighting this dude and you still able to put a damn shadows on them?
Yeah, I got one more thing too. One more thing that they did kind of cut out. Thomas Andre, the blonde dude. Like back when we met Jinwoo's dad is when we were supposed to find out about him and how strong he was. Because he's a national rank hunter, which they kind of mention in the anime, but they don't really make it clear that it's its own class. Yeah. So like you have your S rank hunters, and then the top of the S rank are the national rank hunters.
Yeah.
And like the way S rank works is it's the widest category. Yeah. So like you have your regular S rank where you can't be measured. But beyond that, you really have no clue. You can have an S rank down here, an S rank way out here. Like Sun Jinwoo, for example, versus one of these S ranks, you're like, that's nothing. Yeah. There are other hunters as strong as Sun Jinwoo right now that exist in the world. Those are the national rank hunters. Yeah. So like Thomas Andre. And then also, actually, this dude that, I forgot his name, but the leader of the Japan guild there. But he is actually next in line to become a national rank hunter. That's how strong he is.
Yeah, he is.
I feel like, again, they kind of underestimate him.
But that was his whole... I don't want to get into the spoilers, but that was his whole like, because in the mall, you know what I'm saying. But so the fight was pretty cool. That it was to grab their wrist, and they try to keep it as like, like PG as possible. Just grab their wrist, Hey, no hitting the face, like
just
you're sparring. Nah, bro. S ranks that are bloodthirsty. The dude that went berserk.
Bro, oh my God. So funny, bro. You just see him approach. Whoo, am I upside down?
That was pretty cool. Even in the manhwa when he did that, that was the moment I was like, that's Sanchuru's girl. You don't want to mess with her. And he just jumped in there and just get over there, man. Chill. You go too hard.
And I'm going to be honest, though. I think that if he didn't get involved, Charles was about to murk that man low key.
Nah.
Because I think she would have had it.
No.
You don't think so?
I think Charles was getting hurt.
I don't think so.
No, in the anime, Char looked like she was about to get hurt.
Yeah, but again, you got to keep in mind
she admitted defeat.
Well, I guess because of the nature of what happened. But she wasn't going all out.
I know, but still, it looked like he was going for the kill to the point where like she would have been surprised because she said so when it first happened, when he pulled up on her, she reacted out of like natural fear, not fear of being scared, but just natural like, oh shit, something's behind me, and she hit him way too hard and made him bleed. So then he got mad, and the way it looked like he was going for like a shot, like belly area, like it was gonna like just put a hole in her. And that's why I think Jinwoo came in because she was gonna get hurt. Because if he felt she wasn't gonna get hurt, he never would have stepped in.
That's true.
Yeah,
I'll give it to you.
She was gonna get hurt, bro. It was gonna be bad.
No. Little mask guy, he don't give me the vibes for real, man.
Nah, but even though if you heard what the girl said, the girl was just like, damn, he took her down while he was in his berserk form, and like I guess when he's not in his berserk form, you could see he's like almost the Usopp. He's scared of combat, but when
Zenitsu.
Yeah, but when he's in that berserk form, he goes crazy.
Oh, no. I feel like I have the same respect for him that I do for Zenitsu, which is 0.
Yo, stop hating Zenitsu. I love that boy.
I can't stand him, bro.
He up there somewhere. Y'all can't see him. But I love that
he irritates. He irks me, bro. People keep saying he locks in the Infinity War. I need to see that in the Infinity Castle.
Bro,
I got to see that to believe it.
That's my boy. Y'all wait for that.
Man, you'll see my reaction. If he gets it, he gets it. I'll give him his flowers, but I'm waiting.
Yeah. The huge dude that lost in the manhwa, I didn't know he increased in size.
Me neither, actually.
That was pretty cool.
That was a really like cool effect too, because you see like boom.
Yeah.
Boom. I
was like, yo, he got huge. And the thing that made me thought it was that I do appreciate about the anime is like there's a lot of things you miss while you're reading because you're reading and then you're looking at the action and then you just want to keep going. Because then when you read sometimes you're more like reading to get more information sometimes than looking at the actual panel. And then some people go back, like I'll go back a little bit, but there's times I'm like, nah, I need to know what happened next. And there's stuff on the panel I completely miss.
True. Like for me, it's more so like I feel like sometimes I just can't keep up with what's happening. I'm just like, what am I looking at? And I'm like turning the screen, I'm like, make it wider, make it smaller. Zoom. I'm like, what am I looking at? And I feel like the anime is almost always clear.
Yeah, I hate when I do that with like reading manga and you stretch and then like you said, you zoom out and then the page goes completely the last chapter. Yeah. I'm like, bruh. Now I gotta load it, go back, and then go all the way and find the damn page. But yeah, that shit's annoying. Yeah. The dude winning, I was like, okay, he lost. That's pretty cool how he can change part of his body into his like Sulong form.
You're right, actually. You're right.
That shit is the Sulong form. I don't care what nobody says. Yeah, but that's pretty cool. He could do that.
Yeah, man. Like they were alluding to also, he's a lot stronger than he was letting on because if he fully transforms, like...
All right. So everybody knows, Song was most likely everybody's favorite. But bro, the fire dude... Joy, coming out the plane, that shit was cold.
Open the door.
He giving me Levi vibes.
Yeah?
It was cold. And then like... He's like, let's go down now. I'm like, yo, this guy, he's like, I'm back. Like, that was like, like get the rust off of me. You feel me? I've been in the chair. I've been doing paperwork, desk work, but now I'm in action. Oh, yeah.
It's like, y'all did me dirty last time. We ain't gonna have a repeat.
Yeah.
It's different now.
Him and Beck really, they want their get back. And also, what made it really clear for me, too, in the anime was I did not know when Bex's friend decided to join them in the
the healer guy, the S-rank healer.
I just saw him like the Arthur didn't explain when he decided to come, right? I just remember reading it and I'm like, I'm pretty sure Buddy said he was not coming. And then you're in the next chapter, you're in the tunnel with them and you're like, wait, what the fuck is he doing here?
Yeah. But I think like you see like this one scene, I forget if he's like at like a park or something, but I think you like see like kids playing and he's like thinking to himself. And I think at that moment, he's kind of like, dang, like, I got it.
But even there, they didn't really like, I mean, I guess I didn't read it, comprehend what that was when he made his decision. Because I remember they did go that. But in the anime, it kind of stood out. Like, as I'm watching his face, I'm like, yeah, he pulling up.
You got to. You got to, man. Because it's beyond just you at that point.
Yeah. Because, don't get me wrong, bro. I'm thinking, like, if I was... I'm about to say I was a regular human. I am a regular human. I'm thinking like if we had to deal with this in real life, bro, there's already war out here, and you see how some people come back from war and PTSD. He had PTSD. He wanted nothing to do with going back. He just wanted to live a simple life. He's like, nah, let somebody else do it. So I can understand where he's coming from. But at the same time, bro, what do you think is going to happen if nobody go there? These ants are going to come to your island. Like, the PTSD you're running from and fighting them, instead of going to their island and trying to defeat them, it's going to happen on your home turf. It's going to happen with your family near. You're going to be distracted trying to protect your family, then trying to attack and, being in battle mode. You're going to be in protection mode, and then that leaves you more open for
whether you want it or not, it's going to be at your front door, so you might as well take it while you have the advantage. Although I will say, like, you also got to think about it like this. If he's an S-rank healer, I mean, he's not really an attacker. He's not really a defender. Like, he's a squishy, really. But he got a lot of healing. So you're throwing yourself on the front lines, basically, and you don't really have that much of a defense, all things considered. That's got to be even more terrifying.
It is.
And especially because your role is so vital. You're like, bro, if I go down, everybody else goes down too.
Everybody.
So you really got to lock in when you're a healer.
And another thing that was pretty cool, too, that when I went back and read it and then also seeing the episode, I like how they really did clarify that one A ranker, he was there to record and see everything, and they had the 10-minute delay. And when I read the manhwa the first time, I don't think like that. Like, it didn't register. Like, I knew he was there, and there was bits and pieces where you would see. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. The world's gonna view. But like them making the effort so everybody in Japan could see it and all stuff. I'm thinking about like the people there, how they operate on social media, and that's one thing they're missing, because a lot of the stuff that happened with Jinwoo, you would see a page of like people texting on their online social media about Jinwoo, and it fits perfectly because you'll see one side of people loving what Jinwoo does, and then you'll see another side of people just hating. Why isn't he there? Why didn't he show up sooner? Da 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 da. Like, what's going on? And even when he was became the 10 S rank, they were tweeting about that too, and we didn't get that, but.
That is true. I do love that kind of stuff also because that's so real.
Yeah.
Like in the real world, you have people that love and hate no matter what you do.
No matter what you do. You have people trolling and everything. I'm like, yo, this Arthur's pretty smart because this is what people would do. So I like that they clarified that, and like, okay, somebody's going to be recording everything. Yeah.
But y'all are not ready for these upcoming episodes, man. Man, that dude at the end,
not ready for it. Let me ask you something, though. The one thing that keeps in my head, like, I love that we're in Juju Island, and people say it's an arc. I feel like it's not an arc, only because I feel like with how fast the anime is moving, it's going to be like three episodes and we're done.
3 episodes can be an arc. Like, an arc is just the part of the story that you're in. But, like, it just has to be significant enough of a change for it to make sense.
Yeah. But you know why I say that? It's because I'm so used to things like JJK, the whole season's the arc.
That's true.
One Piece, the whole season's the arc. Like, all 12 episodes, all 200, all 300 is the arc. So to me, that's why I'm like, damn, I'm happy. But when I was reading it, I didn't go with this expectation of an arc. I just was reading it. But now that I'm watching it, I'm going with the expectation like, damn, this arc's going to be like 3 episodes.
Yeah, that's true.
And then when you read in manhwa, it's not that long either.
That's true. The way I maybe rephrase it is like a distinct part, right? Because like if you ask like, hey, where are you in solo leveling, right? You would say what he's doing right now. Oh, he's in the Demon Tower. He's on Jeju Island. Yeah. And like that's to me how you would define an arc, how you would separate out the story by like distinct sections. Maybe that's a better way to put it.
That's true because the whole first half of the season, he's leaving the Demon Tower, right? And then the rest, we're into, that is true. Now he got the stuff that he needed for his mom. Now we're going to go to Juju Island. And I think within this arc, they're going to, somewhere I read, it said it was going to be 6 seasons.
For Solo?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're on season 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. Because I'm thinking of the certain arcs left to go.
Me
but
too.
I'm not going to say it because I don't want to bite my tongue a little bit here. But no, I've been loving solo leveling though. Every episode is fired. Next week is gonna be gas, man. It's gonna be gas. We're gonna be building it up.
Let me see. Going to have. I'm just trying to confirm. Yeah, Solo Leveling is currently planning to have 5 seasons with the possibility of movie adaptation, although it's not officially confirmed and could change depending on viewership on the source material. So yeah, they're speculating 6 seasons, but 5 has been confirmed with a movie. So
What are the movies going to be about? Is that the one with like the backstory of you know who?
I don't know.
I wonder.
But you know what? That makes sense. Now I'm thinking about it because as I was reading, there's a lot of things that transpire after this Juju Island. It gets serious. It gets like, and then
yeah, you have not seen the peak of the power ceiling in Solo Leveling. If you think Sunju was unstoppable,
Juju Island feels like it's further into to Solo Leveling. It's not. It's really like just the arch of after the beginning.
Because isn't the gate, the dungeon break where the ends came out, isn't that just a rank A gate? I'm pretty sure.
It was the dungeon break. What do you mean? Like what he went into?
Like, you know how you have the gates and they have like ranks, right? Like an S rank gate, A rank gate, whatever, right? When those dungeons break, they get stronger after they come out into the real world because they like soak up all the mana or whatever.
Oh,
right?
yes. They have not seen too much of that yet.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure the actual gate though. I think they said it way earlier, like episode 1 when they were first like alluding to it. But I'm pretty sure it was just rank A gate that like broke.
Yeah.
So you got to think like when we get into like these S rank gates.
Yeah.
So
there's gonna be more gates. There's gonna be
bigger problems,
and we haven't even touched into like, you know, in most animes, there's something going on with the government or something like in the world. Yeah, you got this whole problem, but you also got the world happening too. So there's materials in that stuff that affects what goes into the dungeon and how these countries operate that we get more of. And one thing I do like about Solo Leveling, there's more world building. We go into different countries, states. You know,
like I said, y'all even met Thomas.
The U.S. gonna be present. Yeah, the U.S. gonna be present. That's where Thomas is from. So just wait, and I think they do such a good job of representing how the U.S. would be. Of course, they would recruit other hunters from different countries to come to their fucking country.
Oh yeah,
like, come on, bro. They're a powerhouse. It makes so much sense,
yeah, man.
So. Yeah, Solo Level's cooking. And now I'm thinking about it, bro. There's so much to come. That this anime is going to be relevant, like, a lot. Yeah, and even though it's moving pretty much fast-paced, I hope third season they slow it down to just a little bit. Because there's just a little bit of things that I feel like, yo, just leave it in there, bro. I know you want to take it out for the space, but leave some of it in there.
And actually, you know, we've been nitpicking a lot, but something I actually really like in the adaptation is how they're alluding to all of, like, the lore stuff. Like, the glitching... And like how they're like showing it, I think they're doing a great job in the anime, just giving you guys bits and pieces. So,
and that was one of the, you know, most animes, there's something that I have an attachment to or to why I watch it, like One Piece. I want to know the lore. I want to know what happened in 800
years ago.
The Void Century. I want to know what the hell's the One Piece. You know what I'm saying? So it keeps you in, and I feel like with Solo Leveling, the system, you want to know what the system is, who built it, like
why it's like chose Jinwoo, why is it building them up like this?
So I feel like with all that, you want to figure it out, and I think Solo has that, and that's pretty good. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. So man, we're not gonna stay too much on Solo Leveling. Let's get into what you want to do. One Piece or Kagurabachi first? What you want to get into?
I'll do Kagurabachi first because
we
that feels a little bit shorter.
Yeah.
And man, every chapter is so peak, bro. So peak, man. The art is
spoiler
so good.
alert if you haven't read the new chapter that came out today, but if you have,
yes,
shout out to you and for being
every
here.
Sunday.
If you're sticking with us as we go to this manga, or you want to read a new manga and you want to listen to us give a quick little rundown and then what's currently going on, we're about to do that. So stay with us. Let's get into it, Ty.
Yeah, for sure. And then, hey, if you are not caught up and you don't want the spoilers, just go read it real quick and come back. We gonna be right here.
Actually, no. Before we get into that, let's get into the verse. Let's at least give them the verse before we go into
Let's do that. You're right,
man.
You're right.
So yeah, at least get a verse.
Yeah, one more thing, and then we'll get into the manga talk.
Yes, sir. Let me see. I got the Bluetooth hooked up, and I think it's right here.
All right, let's see. I'm ready.
Oh no, this is not it. Oh, YouTube, please. don't.
YouTube look with a magnifying glass. Hey, what was that?
And I call that last episode. YouTube actually hit me with 3 copyrights last episode when we were in the stream.
Yeah, we're learning. We're
learning. Where is it? It's not this one. This is the Sakamoto Days one.
The first one?
No, hold on. Oh, poop poop. Shadow. What is this? No. Shout out to Maul for getting these ready for us.
Yeah, Maul got us a huge list. But of course, we want to wait till the whole crew's here so we can go through them together and get all our reactions.
No, that's not it. That's 60. Oh wow. That was I'm working on something. I was trying to make a 69 God button for us. Let me get this up here, guys. Sorry, I'll probably cut this part out. This is on Sakamoto. It's a nice beat.
Mm-hmm. Love the jazz.
RG make this one.
Hey. I don't know if this is just a beat.
I think it's just a beat.
Let me find this.
You gonna freestyle? You gonna freestyle?
I was like, what the fuck is that?
Let's go.
Hey, put it on me. Put it on me.
Hey, gon' freestyle. I'm back. I'm with it. We coming for that title. Number 1 anime pod. Hey, we coming for that title like we Kawhi Leonard. Somebody lend me some money.
Yeah, that was trash. Oh man.
You'll leave the freestyle to the professionals.
Yeah, we're gonna leave this in. Hold on, let me see if I can find this, guys. Sour tart record.
Ooh, I like this beat.
Hey. I think that was
Take your time, rest the rush.
Bro, where is this clip?
Which one is it? Like what series?
I think it's on like it's random. It's like a bunch of bars. All right. We are back. I was able to find it, so let's let's play it.
I turned over a 50 whack. Gave Mekamaru's body back. Put him back in the body bag. Me was not even bad. I ain't been trade friends for a shag. And he lost his other half. And I'm not talking about grandma when I say Nan got pop bubble wrap.
Hey.
I took Junpei out the opening track, but where his mum's at. UG, all he knows is Black Flash and all his friends are flashback. Todo's lucky. Impact the woogie woogie, he cannot clap back. I'm the MC of the curse spirit fact. Took most of the main cast off the map.
Damn.
Bro, man. I like the he can't clap back.
Instead of the
Pretty
pearl,
nasty. I like that one.
Pearl Juice. He was rapping in the perspective of Mahito.
Bro, but I've heard some of his stuff before. He got some fire ones, man.
Run that back.
Gave Mekamaru's body back. Put him back in the body bag.
Damn.
Me was not even bad. How you betray friends for a shag. And he lost his other half. And I'm not talking about grandma when I say Nan got pop bubble wrap.
Damn.
I took Junpei out the opening track, but where his mum's at. UG, all he knows is Black Flash and all his friends are
Flashbacks.
Oh, his friends are flashbacks, bro.
I'm the MC of the curse spirit fact. Took most of the main cast off the map.
Damn, I'm the MC of the Cursed
He
Spirits.
is, bro.
He
Jogo kind of
is.
called him, bro.
God. He
I
came
still
for
stand
Yuji.
by, man. If it wasn't for the fact that he got beat by Yuji at the end of that fight after he evolved, bro, he would have been a menace. He would have been a problem.
Nah, that was fire. That was solid. That was a solid freestyle. That was solid. It was a little messed up. He coming at my boy Yuji though. But
Bro, man. The fact that he had the Junpei line with Tasukete.
Yeah,
bro,
I know, right?
That's foul. That's
shout
foul.
out to who is this guy? I want to say his name is Piro Juice. Shout out
man.
Piro Juice.
Shout out to you, bro. We gonna make sure to tag you because you did your thing there, man.
Yeah, you did your thing there. Let's get into the manga talk, man. Let's get
Yes.
into the manga talk of the episode.
As I was talking about with Kagurabachi, man. To give you guys, anybody who's just sticking around, you haven't already yet, but you want to know what it's about.
Yeah.
Kagurabachi is a series that follows the son of a legendary blacksmith who made these enchanted blades, which were used to stop this generational war, right? And now all these swordsmen who are linked to these enchanted blades are like, hey, here's my sword. I'm going to lock myself away, right?
Yeah.
And then so did the blacksmith and his son. They were living in peace for a while. Somebody came, murked the blacksmith, and it was like, I'm going after all of these enchanted swords.
Yep.
And now the son, he has a enchanted sword that was never registered, never used, freshly made, and he's going and he's trying to save his dad's work, essentially.
Yeah.
That's the bare bones.
He wants to collect all the swords back.
Pretty much, yes.
Because he knows the danger that they possess, and that, one, he don't want his dad name to be legacy to be tarnished. Two, he want to bring him back. You know, he knows what it could cause in the world. So, the other thing is the looming thing in that is he doesn't get betrayed, but someone that has a strong ideology that I thought was on their side, but it also overlooms even the villain's ideology where he wants to destroy all the enchanted blades and then to stop anybody from like doing what they did.
Yeah, but that's a soft sell. So if you're interested by that just a little synopsis, please go read it. It is so good. It is so good. But now we're going to go full no holds back. Yeah. Because the latest chapter with Samura and seeing his backstory and his daughter, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy, man.
It's touching.
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, I started to kind of hate him. I'm not even going to lie.
Really? I couldn't.
I just thought like, bro, I just think he's too arrogant, and his character flaw to me is, even his daughter says it and his wife alludes to it too. Like, you're holding on to the past and you're letting the past dictate how your future outcome is. And to me is, I get it. I get like, you don't want people to stain their soul by killing other people and being with the enchanted blade and how it can change you. But at the same time, like, it's kind of messed up that you basically, I guess for your daughter's protection, it's still kind of messed up that you left her out on her own, bro.
Yeah, because my thing is, though, I don't think we can understand yet because we don't know what he did yet. Because I'm saying, like, let's be extreme. Let's say he just genocided a bunch of innocent people, like Full Metal Alchemist type. Like, he just wiped out a group, right? And you come back, you're not going to be the same after that. You're going to be like, yo, I'm a monster. And that's how the vibe I'm kind of getting from him. He's like,
even when, like, she's like, take care of your daughter. These hands have slayed people. I can't touch her.
No, because I'm saying, like, for real, though. On, like, think about it, though. He's just like, bro, I can't be happy after all of the messed up stuff that I did. He just can't sit still with it.
My thing is, if it was a situation where he was killing innocent people, like you said, like genocide, like Itachi, and there was innocent kids, bystanders that got killed, and because he can't see, so this character, he cannot see, he reacts off of sound. He's blind. He's a blind swordsman.
Yeah, like sound, taste, like all the senses, other senses.
He's very like typical character that I would love. But man, what he did made me mad. It just made me mad. Like, come on,
he just
bro.
betrayed our boy, man.
Because at this, like, when I'm reading from the perspective of the main MC, and he just got like kind of betrayed. He doesn't even understand. I don't even understand. So I kind of get it, but it's just like, bro, I think we could go at this a better way than the way that you want to go.
I still think he did right by him, though, because he was like, I'm going to sever your connection to your source. You got a choice. You can either come back and run the fade if you really want to, or you can just drop it, leave it alone, I'll take care of it. You got the choice.
Yeah, we coming back and running that one. That's
He's
what we're
running
doing.
it back, though.
Yeah.
Chihiro is running it back. That he's learning the actual sword blade now.
Oh yeah.
Which brings us to the fight. I forget his rival's name. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
I think it's. I'll look it up right now, but I do think it's funny how like this whole time he was using more of the enchanted blade power than actual sword play technique. And as the reader, you just assume that he was a good swordsman. But now you learn, no, he's not. He relied on the skill.
Yeah, because the sword, it just makes you stronger. It makes you move faster.
Yeah, he relied on the talent of the sword, not the skill. He doesn't possess the skill yet. And I think that's a cool angle of the author, like bringing him back down to reality.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they pretty much said, hey, you can't use the enchanted sword because Samura is watching, the guy that just betrayed you. So you need to focus on learning how to use a regular sword so that when the time comes, you can actually hold your own.
Which I think is so crazy. Like, the whole show, the whole beginning of the show, we're using the enchanted blade. And now one character is like, anybody who used this, I'm coming after you immediately.
He's nasty with it too, man. Like, he can't hold up yet. So he's just like, bro, I gotta cool my jets up until I'm ready to deal with that threat. Which I think is an excellent way of making the main character a little bit weaker in a way that makes sense so that the story can progress and he can be stronger. I love that kind of stuff. Instead of like it being like an annoying, like where he just lost his powers. That's kind of stuff so annoying to me.
No,
but like
I agree. That would have been annoying if he did like lose the powers. But it sets him back. It sets him back, but at the same time he's getting stronger.
Yeah, it's like 2 steps back to take a jump forward, right?
Yeah. So when he touches that enchanted blade, where is his blade actually? I forget.
They still have it. I just don't think they gave it back to him yet.
Yeah, because he was wrapped up, bro. Buddy, what's the blind dude name? Samura put him on, like, we thought he was dead. He actually was dead.
Yeah, they had to like resuscitate him.
Yeah.
But it was intentional the way like Samura did it, but like, sheesh.
Hey, Miss Toto. What's his name? Does it say it right here? Or that's Arthur's name?
That's the author's name.
It doesn't say his name. Translation.
Maybe I can find it real quick. I remember, like, it takes me a minute to remember names, but once I remember it, I usually got it locked in.
Yoshincho General Manager. Where's his name, bro?
Let me see if I can.
Sengoku is the general manager. He took down immediately.
Where is this dude's name?
He give me Mahito vibes too.
Oh, here it is. I think it's Hirohiko.
Hirohiko? Okay, that was it, yeah. So Hirohiko, he gives me Mahito vibes, but he keeps coming back. I think, did he have an enchanted blade at first?
I think initially, yeah. And then he got both his arms cut off.
Yeah. And they help like rehabilitate or recover his arms. Was that what they did?
Something like that. Some sorcery they got in it. That's one thing I'm really waiting on. The world building is like slowly building up. It kind of reminds me of Hunter x Hunter a little bit.
Yeah.
Where you kind of just jump into the world. You don't really know what to expect.
Yeah.
And then slowly they start to get and feed you how everything works.
Because till this day, like, okay, so we start off with swordsmen. Now we're talking about sorcerers. And I'm just like, how do these sorcerers possess power? What do they do? Like, where do they get their sorcerer like powers from? Like, what's feeding their energy? And then you also have imbuing your spiritual energy in your katana and everything like that. So
there's like layers to it.
Yeah, so you get what the main character's doing, but everybody else brings something forward.
Yeah, like even his mentor, we still have no idea how his power works, but we know he's one of the more powerful sorcerers. He can just teleport. But there's clearly like rules and limitations to it that haven't been fully explained.
Because even the villains are still like questioning his mentor's power.
Yeah.
They're like, how is he doing that? I think his name's like Sai or Say.
I like him though. He's got a cool like simple design, but he has a really cool vibe to him. He kind of reminds me of Gojo Loki, like the energy he brings. But he seems more responsible than Gojo.
Yeah. And he's not as bougie. Shiba, yeah.
Yeah.
He's not as bougie as Gojo.
He's not. You know what? He's like a mix of Gojo and then what's his name? Kashibe from Chainsaw Man. Like the old guy that was like training like
you know what? You're kind of right.
Yeah, like Loki. Like he's got kind of like the
a little bit
vibes.
More spot on. I would say a tiny bit because of how he is and like how he investigates stuff. The dude from Bleach.
You're right.
Yeah,
you're right. That's a better comparison.
Yes,
Urahara.
Bro. Urahara.
Yeah, that's a better comparison
because it's like we know he's strong, but we don't know how strong he is. He's always looming around. He's always there with the main MC, and he's help on missions. So we just don't know like how far of strength he is, but we know he comes clutch.
Yeah, like his energy's kind of like I'm just here to help facilitate what your hero wants to do. So whatever he's trying to do, I'm gonna help him.
Because he was best friends with the dad.
Yeah.
But yeah, this last chapter, the daughter awakened her power.
She got her full memories back, so she remembered how to fight and everything.
Churro finally kind of mastered the white style sword thing. It was called. What was it called? White. I'm gonna find it right here. Let me just go back. Because the whole chapter, he's trying to master this. Like only 3 swordsmen have done this style. And he's trying to master
Both of them were trying to master it. He's fighting like Hirohiko, and they're both like prodigies. And Chihiro is like, his skill is that he just has really good eyesight. Ever since he was a kid, like he can pick things up pretty quickly. While Hirohiko, he's just really unorthodox. He just naturally kind of intuits everything.
How did Hirohiko? How did he picked up on that?
So from what I understand, like he's just always been that way. Because it seems like they
style.
like. Oh, the white purity style, yeah.
Like Lia's purity, white purity style. Swords Master Isoku. Yeah.
But from what I understand, like Hirohiko, he's been like trained since he was a kid to like be like this kind of person for them, like be like the sorcerer. But he's like doesn't take anything seriously because he's just naturally skilled.
Yeah.
Because he'll like just take the sword and he'll like be running with it and just like flip it over his shoulder, catch it with his other hand, and just attack you.
Yeah.
Kind of stuff.
And he makes fun. He reminds me of those characters that are pretty that are always making fun at the forms and style. He's like, man, all this bullshit y'all talk about, get that out of here. I'm just gonna sling, use this as just a tool. I'm not even thinking about the right form or style.
He just got it.
And he's strong. And then one of the disciples of Sengoku was just like, bro, I've literally fought my master time after time, and he told me there's no such thing as geniuses. Nah, F that. These guys are geniuses. Like, he slashed my master with no sword skill, just pure talent.
That was disrespectful. The way he just walked in with the head.
Yes. That's why I said Mahito. The man was holding the head, and Chihiro's opening the door, and they're meeting. One scene that I know is gonna be so peak in anime is when they're both getting off the elevator.
Yo, oh my, bro, when I tell you that was so hype.
He's like, I'll see you upstairs. He's like, all
bro,
right.
Here he runs in the elevator. Chihiro's like, yo, let me run into the other elevator. Both doors open up. They just ready. Yeah.
That's gonna be good.
Bro, it's gonna be good.
Nah, what was funny, before he got in the elevator, Chihiro was trying to do the white style. He messed it up. And what's his name? Hirohiko, he was like, oh, you missed. And then he like kind of back kicked him. And then he's like, he got in the elevator. See you upstairs. I was like, where you going? Run the fade. He's like, bro, nah, I got to kill this girl.
You know what scene actually I really love? I really, really loved it. When Chihiro is just like, somebody's at the door and he's like, give me a second.
Yeah.
And he goes outside and you see the girl look through the little like peephole. And you see Chihiro like murking all of them, bro. I'm just like,
that shit was lit.
Bro, especially the angle they did, like a fish lens kind of thing, bro. It was so dope.
It made me miss his enchanted blade.
Yes, low-key. I miss the goldfish, man.
Yeah, because that looked like the flow style that he had with his enchanted blade.
Bro, he's different, though. He's different, man.
Nah, he's good. And the one thing also with Chihiro is that when he first comes in, he does come in like he's OP. But like as you progress in the story, you start to have a balance and you start to be able to like put him in a tier of where you think his strengths are. And he's still learning, but at the same time, he's still strong and he has real talent. It's just he has to master it. And yeah, I was saying I hate Samurai, the blind samurai. Chihiro still looks at him when he thinks about certain styles to do. Like when he's like, okay, I remember he did this style, so let me try to copy this. Let me try to make this perfect. What was really unique was the daughter awakening.
Yeah.
I forgot they mentioned that her power was sealed too, in that she did get trained by her father. I forgot that was mentioned. And then this chapter that we just got back, you see the flashback of when she spent time with her dad. That, you know what, as much as I hate for what he did, it was a touching story. Like, the flashback was very touching. The mom dying, it's your typical anime. The mom dies of some type of sickness. They don't really say
anime mom disease.
Yep. Do they even say what sickness she has? You just know she's sick. Yeah.
You know, she's something terminal, like it always is.
Yep. And she dies. The daughter's crying. But before that, you could tell the daughter hates the dad because of, like I said, his arrogant way. He's always thinking of like he got to stay away from everybody. Because
although she was kind of influenced because of her mom too. Her mom was like, "Your father's trash. He just can't get over the past."
Yeah, I agree with the mom. Get over it.
You don't know what it is.
I know, but Ty, don't let it affect your current present.
If he was like a Nazi soldier, yes, that should affect your present, bro. I'm just being for real.
God damn, that's extreme.
Because that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't know what he did. If he did something truly despicable, truly genuinely awful.
Once we get to it, I feel like it's going to be because of the tolls of bodies that he collected finally just like broke him. And it's just, he just don't want to kill no more. To me, it reminds me of Kenshin Humura. He didn't want to kill nobody no more. It was just mindless killing. He just felt like he was at war. Why am I at war?
Yeah, but that's different. Like, he didn't like completely stop fighting. He was just like, hey, I make a vow not to kill again. Right?
Yeah, he used a reverse blade.
Yeah.
This dude, you got to protect somebody. Like, his daughter almost got killed.
Well, no, but that was the whole purpose. He was like, especially if at the end of this chapter it ends with the main guy who's been like plotting all this stuff, like coming to visit him. Especially if, like, I don't know if I can protect her. Like, I don't know if I'm strong enough to protect her. I don't know if I deserve to be protected. You think that guy's
stronger? I don't.
No, I don't know. We don't know. But, I mean, he's been built up. He low-diffed Chihiro pretty much.
Yeah, he did. I just think he is more organizational build-up. Like, he can cause a lot of wave of destruction and things to happen because they got such a big organization. But I don't know if one-on-one
Well, let me rephrase. I don't think he would have pulled up on Samura if he wasn't prepared. He strikes me as that kind of character. Like, if I'm pulling up to you, I got something in my back pocket.
But he did say we just came to talk, so that means you're surrounded. That's what that meant to me.
It could, yeah.
That meant like I got people around here. We just came to talk, my boy. But if you say you don't want to draw your blade, thank you for saying that. But if you want to get down, you about to get jumped.
Or maybe next chapter it's gonna show that he's like, I just came to talk, and then maybe Samura tries to pull something. He's like, oh, I got your daughter like right behind you, like with a sword to her throat. And Samura's just like, bro, I can't risk that again.
Yeah, maybe. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. But this chapter was pretty good, bro. It was fire.
Man, I enjoy every Kagurabachi chapter, man.
Nah, it's good. It's feeding the streets.
It is, man. Especially now that like so many good shonen are kind of coming to an end.
Yeah,
like this is scratching that battle manga itch.
It was like, yeah, you're right. It's the right changeover because a lot of things have, and we've seen a lot of like small series come out and they're done. Like Undead and Unluck done already.
Even just like Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer done. My Hero done.
We thought these shows were gonna carry as long as like One Piece or something. Man. Or as long as Naruto, because even Naruto is pretty long too. But nah, that was just a different era back then.
We gotta see because
times has changed.
I know, like some of these authors, they can still write other stuff.
Yeah,
like I definitely think like Horikoshi's gonna write something else.
Yeah, but it's just like it's gonna be different. But it's just like that series though. Like
that's true.
I didn't think JJK would be done in like we're in 2025. In 2020, I didn't think JJK was gonna be done in like 4 or 5 years.
That's true.
I'm thinking JJK would have at least lasted. It probably was a decade since they came out, but I still thought like maybe 20 years, maybe something like that. Like it would have been carrying like more stuff to be shown in the series. We go after the Sukuna era, the fingers, and then we get something completely different where like all the other sorcerers, some type of new threat.
Yeah, I think he could have. I just think Gege just kind of got bored with it. I think he just got bored with it. He was like, I want to write something else.
There could have been way more direction he could have taken.
And as much as people are probably frustrated with him, I already know when he writes whatever it is he's writing next, it's gonna be gas. We're gonna be reading it. I feel like
we're gonna get lookalike characters. I'm like, man, that's Gojo. He basically just gave us.
The only person I've seen genuinely do that is Hiromashima with Fairy Tail and like bro, what's his Eden Zero, the new one. Bro, I tell you, those are 1-to-1 copies of his other characters, bro.
I wonder how Yu Yu Hakusho fans feel if they felt like that with Hunter x Hunter. But now watching both, I don't. Hunter x Hunter is a complete different vibe from Yu Yu Hakusho. Complete different vibe.
Yeah, but I can definitely see like the
color schemes, yes.
Yeah, and then not even just that, like especially if you look at like the old version of Hunter x Hunter, it looks a lot more similar than when we got the 2011 version.
That's true. That is true. Yeah, I'll give you that. So I wonder if I want to talk to someone who was watching it during that time because
that's a good question.
I think Yu Yu Hakusho, I was probably still way too young to really like put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, because I watched Yu Yu Hakusho way after I got into anime.
Yeah,
and I saw Hunter x Hunter first.
Yeah. All right, man. Let's get into that One Piece talk.
Yes.
That One Piece.
Yes. Chapter 1142, right?
Yes. 1142 is out.
Hey, bro.
We got Yamato on the screen. She's shaving the day. You know,
it's about time she did something. She's just been watching for the past little minute.
I would have been alluding to her doing something for like the last couple of
chapters, I think hard confirm Otzi and Page One join her as like her new vassals, like Odin, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's been saying that. I'm agree. I think that's exactly what's gonna happen.
I don't know, man. If I'm Usopp and Nami and I see Otzi again. Like, yo, keep her away.
I mean, yes, but that's not gonna be the first time.
I've got some headbutts from her, bro. He got a concussion.
Because again, like, look at even like Frankie. You would think Frankie and Usopp would have beef after what happened.
That's true,
and they fun. So I don't know,
but it made sense because I think what Frankie just had the wrong idea. Or he was just protecting. He wasn't.
Frankie was the main one that kind of brought Usopp to his senses about the Mary too.
Yeah.
So they did have time to reconcile. I think that's all that's missing. You give them a little bit of time to have a conversation or whatever.
Yeah, that's true.
They'd be fine.
It's just Anyway, so yeah, let's go into this One Piece chapter.
All right, let's go break it down because we start off with Jormungandr tearing up the school.
Yeah. In the first manga panel, I didn't realize this dragon, this dark figured dragon.
That's him. That's the snake.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, man. Like my thing is like you see how huge he is compared to like the kids?
Yeah.
Like if it's Killingham or if it's Summers or whatever, they got busted power, man. Because these are giant kids. Even when you see like Saul and the principal like go to attack, like this thing is huge.
So the point you were making to me earlier before we got on here, when you look at the figures, the way Oda drew it, because Ty was saying earlier he feels like Oda drew it in a way like, what's his name? Not Kinemon.
Bro, I'm blanking on his name now.
Kinemon's friend who betrayed them. The dude with the art.
Conjuro, yes.
This picture of it right here doesn't look like a Conjuro drawing. It looks a little way too short.
Like it looks like a different kind of thing, but it looks like watercolor almost that Oda used to like shade it in.
Yeah.
Because even if you look at like other stuff like on the page or like the next page when he's like doing like shading for other things, that's not how he normally does it.
Because you said it's like almost smudging it.
Yeah, like it looks like smudged as if it's like just like I said, watercolor. Like he's just kind of like putting the color on there and like letting it like sit.
Yeah. No, it looks different. It does, but so the kids are scared and they're just running away. There's a huge snake in the schoolyard.
You see, like I get that they're kids, but
it's a what? Jormungandr?
Jormungandr. It's the world snake. You ever play God of War, man?
Bro, I haven't played God of War in a long time.
Hey, man.
Like the last time I played God of War was probably PlayStation 3.
Really? You gotta play the new games. New games are fun. New games are cast.
It was P3, yeah.
That's been a hot minute. But no, like Jormungandr is the snake that kind of like circumvents the world or something like that. I don't know as much about Norse theology. I wish CJ was here. He knows more about it than me.
Yeah.
But I do know that in the lore, he's the one that ends up fighting Thor. I think he actually ends up killing Thor. And then Thor like whacks him with his hammer and sends him back in time or something like that.
Oh, we know what's coming up next then.
That's what I'm wondering. Because Oda is pulling a lot from these stories.
He is.
Loki, from my understanding, he seems like a mix of Loki and Thor. Like he's like the character fused into one.
Because further into the chapter, or even last chapter, he had a hammer.
Yeah.
Like that's
Ragnir.
Yeah.
It's like a mix of like Ragnarok and Mjolnir. So like I think Oda's combining them, so I wonder how he's gonna incorporate the stories that they have.
Yeah. Oh, so the next two panels, I do like how they introduce more people to us.
Yeah, like the staff for the school.
I hope we can get everyone out. So we get the mathematics teacher, the world school principal,
Tusk,
and the language art teacher. Yeah. They introduced us.
She was the one that was introduced with Saul when he was like kind of like pretending to be Robin and all that. But I will say, like, too, because I was gonna say with the kids, like they're all like running and screaming. Like normally I'd feel bad for them, like how like I'm Punk Hazard.
Yeah.
But the fact that we learned that these kids are probably like 20, 25, like I'm just like, I don't know. I just don't feel as bad.
Nah, but they're still kids for a giant, you know?
No, I get that, but it's
kids.
like I always wonder how that kind of like translates. Because I'm just like, yes, you're a kid, but also you've been around for a minute now.
Yo, you know what I just peeped?
What?
Notice how Saul's holding his arm.
But he pulling a Garp for real.
Garp, but it also reminds me of Luffy.
Luffy? I think Luffy got it from Garp.
Like Luffy, like gummo. Yeah, that is true.
Because when Garp went to go do the Galaxy Impact,
yeah,
I'm just like Saul is like, bro, we got Timu Garp at home.
The reason why I said that is because we're always alluding to Luffy is somewhat part of like a giant, like. And so me seeing Saul fight like that, it's like, okay, that kind of gives a little bit more fire to that Nika used to be a giant or something. Like, like before when we were first alluding, when we didn't have as much information we have today, we were saying like, when we saw Luffy's, even when how he beat Kaido, the giant arms, when he blow up his arms and everything, it's almost very giant-like. So to me, when I saw Saul do that, I'm like, is that style from the Giants? How Luffy's doing it?
I'm thinking if that's three people we got right now that are fighting in this way, what all three of them have in common, the D initial.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, maybe it's a D clan.
What does he call his punch? That is very Garp, like for real. He
that's what I'm saying.
With,
armament
hockey. Yeah, armament hockey.
But from what I understand, like it's a mix of like two different like kanji. Like the kanji can mean two different things depending on the context.
Yeah.
One I think is like demon purity punch, and the opposite is like the final exam or like a midterm exam or something like that. So it's a pun basically
of the school. What the heck? What I do like though is the fact that it was almost like a alley-oop, because over here you see the other teacher running with almost like a hammer.
I think it is a hammer.
Yeah. And he hits it up, and it sets it up for Saul to punch. Am I reading it correctly?
Yeah. So he like uppercuts it basically.
Yeah.
And then Saul comes in and punches it back down into the
Saul
ground.
just nails it down, bitch.
Yeah, bro. They got that combo attack.
Yeah. So okay, Ty and CJ were right. I gotta give y'all kudos. Y'all right. Saw, I was wrong on you. I thought you were washed. Rico had you washed, bro. I was like, he's not a fighter. Like, who do they got? Like, if some shit pops off around the kids, who do they have?
He was a vice admiral, bro. I was like, he gotta have some hands.
That's probably because that just felt like that's something you read and it just goes out the other way. That's what
I mean, we don't got too many like notable vice admirals. You got Garp, you got Saul, you got my dog Momonga. That's about it.
But it's showing Saw on a peg leg is still like that.
Yeah, exactly, man.
Yeah.
A peg leg don't mean nothing.
What? So the serpent looked like it's done for pretty much.
I think so.
To me.
I think Jormungandr's finished.
Cause he say exterration? Yeah. No, over here.
Exorcation.
Exorcation.
Like
I'm reading
exorcism.
off of Manga Pill.
Yeah, I got the official pulled up here too, so
Okay.
we can kind of compare and contrast.
So what do they call it over there?
They call it the midterm punch.
That's corny as fuck. Midterm punch. Because they're in a fucking school. Is Saul a teacher at the school?
Oh no, midterm slam. Oh my god, it's even worse. Like they mix like exam and slam. Slam.
Wow. That's like
That's so cringy, bro.
oh man.
If I heard that attack name, I'd be like,
bro.
yo, it's better if you don't name it that way.
Yeah. Nah, so the kids are even like, what the? They're surprised what they could do. It's the Principal Kiba.
And Saul.
My bag. Thanks for the handsaw, Mr. Saw. So
Now
I
this-
wanted to go ahead.
First, I was gonna say this next part too. I want to know what happened to Mr. Wolf, because gym teacher's on the ground like, help, like bleeding out,
Yes.
and then he's like, don't touch the kids, don't touch them. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
what happens if you touch them? Because Chopper's about to go touch him right now. Mm-hmm. So Chopper seems like he in danger a little bit.
Is it don't touch them while they're sleepwalking, or don't touch them? Period.
Because it says like in the official, it says you mustn't touch the children. And I'm assuming he's talking about the ones that are walking off. So the
Yeah.
sleepwalkers.
I'm fine, but the children, what happened? Yova and the others just walked off and they didn't say a word. Where did they go? You're friends with that Luffy guy, right?
And the kid backs
yeah.
up. He's like, oh, snap. It's one of them Luffy freak people.
Does he have a hat in his hand? No, that's not a hat. Oh, he's smiling at Robin. He got to crush it. Yeah, he says don't touch the children. Yeah, that's what he don't touch. The children, don't touch them. Yours says it mustn't touch the children.
Yeah, so it's like a warning.
All right. Where did Yovia and the others go?
Ilva, I think.
Oh, that's...
And then that's what he's talking about, the sleepwalking kids, like in the next
Yeah.
panel. Which I didn't peep the first time, but when I was rereading the chapter, I saw this. You see the arrow right here on
I
the
was
right
just about
side of
to
the
say
kids.
that, yeah.
So it seems to me, and actually I'll wait till we get to the end. I'll get to the end. But it seems
Yeah.
like the arrow's leading them right now. That's what's guiding them, making them walk.
I was going to
in this
jump
way.
into that actually because that is later, but are you thinking of who's doing it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got my little theory for who's doing what
Me
at
too.
the end there.
I think it's a combination.
But
All right.
this next thing is what really kind of, like, I was reading this, I was like, what are you talking about? When the principal was like, yo, we got to warn the island. And then Saul's just like, what? That's going overboard. That's overkill.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you talking about? A giant snake just attacked the school. Kids are walking off, sleepwalking. You have one of your teachers beaten to heck and back.
Yup.
And you're like, that's overkill, bro. I'm
I
like,
think
you don't know
Saul's
what's happening.
thinking is just something regular. When he says something's off, so I'll look at the forest, and then he blows the horn.
I'm glad he didn't hesitate too.
But you know what also kind of looked to the kid's dream? Remember when we first started this arc, guys? On the tree, it said that this all might be a kid's dream.
That's true.
And then look at the animals that we're seeing in the forest and how they kind of almost look like some of the Goroseis, or at least their shadows. Like, look at the bird one. Look at the other one on the ground. I'm just like, it almost look. They're not similar. I'm not saying they're the same,
No,
but
I
look
know.
at
I think you're
how
kinda right. You're
they're
kinda right.
looking. And then also going back to some of the prophecy that we were reading of how they pulled dreams from the kids' dream, from the people's dreams.
Well, the only thing I'll say with that is Ripley was theorizing because Frankie kind of
Yeah.
asked, "Oh, what is this?" Ripley's like, "I don't know. It's probably some kid's dream
yeah.
because we've never seen anything like this."
Yeah. But with Odatai, I never leave things up for
That's
chance.
true. That's true. That's a good point.
So, because this whole thing we're reading, like 20 chapters later or an arc later, this could be a parallel to something that happens in the future that was showing like this was just a little bit preview of what he's really gonna show us. So to me, it's just like, how are they getting these how in the world did they get this from the kids' dreams?
That's a good. Well, like I wonder if
To
it's
come to
just
life.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's like directly what they see in their dream, or he's kind of taking and shaping it to become a manifestation of like maybe like a
The
vague
kids'
idea.
dream.
Yeah,
But it says, because she says the kids are passing out. What happened? Everyone, what's happening? Wake up, everyone. Is it the kids that were walking or new batch of kids that are passed out?
this is a new batch of kids that passed out.
That's what I was thinking. So it's not the kids he said. The kids we saw going with the arrow were like another scene of Oda showing like they're already, these sets of kids are already walking towards where they're going.
So a set of kids passed out, then started walking. Now these kids are passing out. Chopper's going to go check them out. He's about to touch them. I don't know if it's already activated, whatever he was saying, don't touch them for.
Yeah.
We're about to see, because I'm assuming probably the first kids that passed out, he touched them, trying to wake them up, and then something happened.
Another thing I was looking for throughout the chapter, I was looking for music symbols. Because I was wondering, is there a lullaby being played that only the kids could hear, and that's why they're passing out? So if you look under here, do you see this? Like, I don't know what this means. This is in Japanese.
Well, that's like, so you see on the official here it says wa. That's the symbol that means wa, and this is ah. So wa is what that means.
See, that doesn't show that in mine. So that's why I was thinking, like, are these music symbols or?
Yeah, no, that's
like,
just hiragana.
Okay.
See, my Duolingo lessons paying off.
Hey, it's paying off, man.
Hey, sponsor us, Duolingo. You know.
No, for real, it makes sense. we reading Japanese manga right here, man.
I'll throw in a little kanji lesson every episode. If you're interested.
We'll talk about what we learn every episode. You know,
Yeah,
per
we'll
episode.
network. We'll network. My people will reach out to your people.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
That'll probably be me or mom. So that, like, everybody's in upper. I like that the teacher, one thing I'll say, kudos to the teacher, she pays enough attention to know that these are from the kids' dreams.
That is true. There is a theory going around though that she's in on it.
You think so? Wow.
I don't believe it, but like,
Nah.
as far as I know, there was like one YouTuber, I think his name is like Sai, but he was like, from day one, ever since Anju was first introduced back when Robin was meeting Saul, he's like, I don't trust her. So like every week he's just been coming up with like theories and they've been just spreading.
I don't know. The only reason I don't think she is because why would she tell us that these are from the kids' dreams?
True, but it's also like, that's a weird project to kind of be having the kids doing. And the same day you have this project is when this happens?
Like, are you saying she's the one who's telling them about these monsters so then they can like be created in their
that's
head?
the thing. Again, I don't personally believe the thing. I just thought it was kind of
That
funny.
would make okay. That would make sense though.
Yeah.
Because then, like, let's say kids are the only ones you can pull these imagination or these type of creatures from, because the adults don't believe them enough. But kids, they will believe something. Like, they will believe it's real until it's proven not to be real. Or even then, they still like have these type of nightmares, and they're pulling from their nightmares. It's not like they pulled something that they love. They pulled a nightmare creature.
Yeah, for sure, man. But that being said,
Yeah,
we got to get to the next page, because
get to
that to me is the hypest part of the chapter.
Yep.
When you see Loki stand up, and I just want to say, I know they said he was as big as Horus, but I think they are underselling it. I just want you to look right here who that is. Who's that right there?
That is his brother.
That's Hyruden.
Yeah.
To his knees, bro. Not even at his shin. Yo, Loki is almost 3.5 times bigger than Hyruden.
I see why it took so much people to bring him down.
Bro, I'm telling you, the same Hyruden who could like hold Usopp and Luffy in his hand like this, bro, makes him look like a dwarf, man.
Yeah.
Bro, Loki is
What's
huge.
crazy to me is Sanji being like, what's his deal? Like, you never see Sanji's concerned about people. That's usually Zoro, like,
Bro, man.
and Sanji like, what's his deal?
Again, I'm just saying, Oda had to put the monster trio here with Loki. I'm just saying, this man's about to pop off. Bro, he's about to pop off. I can feel it. Especially when he's just like, his first thing he says, if you want to save Elbaf, undo my final cup.
Yeah.
Because to me, that means like, again, I'm on the bandwagon. I think Loki's a good guy. I think he's probably
Same.
going to end up either joining the crew or some crew. I think he's
Yeah.
going to be a relevant player in the final war.
Now, this lightning, does it look like it strikes half of the tree down or it strikes into the water?
So I was actually debating with CJ about this. When he strikes the tree, I'm pretty sure you can see the lightning coming off of his hammer.
Yeah.
And you can see, I'm pretty sure it's originating here, blasting all the way up, and the lightning
Oh, not
strikes the
coming
tree.
down.
Exactly. The lightning strikes the tree a little bit, and then it like goes past and like sets it on fire. But one thing I was gonna say is, let's think about this for real. And
It's burning the tree.
not just that. Follow me with this.
Go ahead.
Elbaf, the biggest island we've ever seen in the series, right?
Yes.
massive. It probably dwarfs some of these other islands, like say like Alabasta, especially thinking Hachinosu, the pirate island, right? Mm-hmm. This might be the single most impressive attack we've seen in the series. Scale wise.
Okay.
Scale wise. Yeah. I'm saying like Galaxy Impact, big, right? But he like blew up like a block. Mm-hmm. This literally is stretching all the way up and past Elbaf into the clouds.
Yeah, I see what you're saying there. Yeah.
Like scale wise. Yeah. I'm just saying this might be the biggest attack we've seen in One Piece.
Yeah.
And he's restricted. He's still got the sea stone on his foot. Loki's a monster, bro. I don't know how Shanks put this man down. I gotta see it.
Listen to me, man. It's all I gotta say. Hey, Blackbeard, if this guy joins Luffy's crew,
you're done. You're done.
It ain't even gonna be a fair fight.
Done.
Ain't even gonna. If he joins the fleet and he calls,
it already not a fair fight. I still think Luffy's crew could take Blackbeard's crew right now.
Okay. Do you think if Oda somehow has Luffy defeat him, that it waters down Loki with what we're seeing?
No, I don't think so. I think that justifies him joining the crew more. So I would appreciate that. But
I think it lowers him a little bit because now you're thinking like, okay, Shanks, they say Shanks took him down in the younger days. But at the same time, now it also opens up the room to be like, okay, we know Blackbeard's supposed to be Luffy's rival. So maybe Blackbeard is stronger than him.
Nah, I'm never giving Blackbeard that kind of flowers.
Bro, you don't have to give it to him. Oda is.
I don't care. I'll take it from Oda, take it away from Blackbeard. I am the top one Blackbeard hater, bro.
This is a music, bro. There's some type of lullaby being played.
Oh, you're right. Wait a second.
Look at this. This is a symbol.
Oh, no. Remember, this is back at the party. Where you're talking about?
What was that lightning? Eldridge of the Fire has broken.
Yeah, that's what like Jaw Roll and like
Blair too.
Dorian Broggy and them and Usopp.
You know what?
Yeah,
right.
That's back at the party there.
I didn't even peep that it was from them.
Yeah, because I guess they see like the lightning like zap through the tree.
Everybody saw it, yeah.
And then there's like, bro, we're on fire. That's gonna mess up Elbaf. We gotta hurry and deal with this.
Yeah, she said it was just earlier today. It's Loki. He can use the flames.
You know something else that it's just coming back to mind now, but I saw somebody talk about this earlier with how Elbaf is going so far. They're saying it's kind of an inversion of how things normally go for the Straw Hat Pirates. Mm-hmm. But normally you arrive to an island, you figure out what's kind of going wrong with the island, you have the big fight, you win, you have a party, you discover some lore information like with like the ancient weapon, then they leave, right? Mm-hmm. But it's almost been the opposite.
Backwards.
We show up, we have a feast, we have the big lore reveal, then we see the problem.
Yeah.
So people are wondering now, are we going to leave Elbaf worse than we found it type stuff?
We
like
might.
The same way Scopper was just like, yo, if Elbaf is still safe,
intact,
come back and see me.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, is that maybe Oda setting up that Elbaf is not going to be safe by the end of this?
I mean, one thing that's been looming in the back of my head is like, the reason one of the girls says got taken out is because they let Luffy get away. Mm-hmm. Do you think that they know that Straw Hat Luffy is in the island? I don't think they know.
No, they do. Because when they were leaving, they saw him leave with the Giants. I'm pretty sure they know exactly where he went.
The only reason I have a pause for that, Ty, is because she was adamant about you let Nika get away. Mm-hmm. So if you know he's there, you know what Elbaf is. Why are you not using an ancient weapon?
Good question. But because
that's why I'm like, maybe they don't recognize that Luffy's there.
I don't think they can still continuously use it. Maybe that's what they still need York for in order to get this mother flame. So maybe that's their next plan.
Yeah, and to me, it's just like, why would you want to add Loki to your team? Mm-hmm. So that means you want to beef up the God Knights. 2, the first person they go after is Loki. Why not Luffy? Like, why would you send Shanks' twin brother not immediately after Luffy?
Because I think this is unrelated.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying the God's Knights. I don't think they have anything to really do with the Gorosei in terms of like I don't want to say like hierarchy.
No. But I'm also thinking of like, all right, there was a new Gorosei assigned. He is the research science whatever, right? That's what his position was?
the science warrior guy.
Yeah. So, but I'm also thinking like if he's doing cleanup duty from what the last guy messed up, the first thing you want to clean up is this Luffy matter of Nika.
I don't know if that's necessarily true. I think the first thing he probably wants to do is like figure out this mother flame thing so that the ancient weapon can get back online.
And also make sure these freaking Celestial gets food in their belly.
That's true too, because they're still getting starved right now.
He made a comment like, yo, are they still deprived of food? Yeah, so
Because
when
from what I
Shamrock had to go
understand,
back.
the Revolutionary Army right now is just shutting down all trade to Marizwa.
Yeah.
They're like, not a single ship is making it back to you. And anything you try to get from Saboti, now we shooting down the gondola. Absolutely not. You're not getting any food.
So the shadows these kids drew, they drew a Nika, they drew a Loki.
Oh, let me go through that too, because some of that is
Yeah.
like the Norse mythology. Mm-hmm. So let me go through. So you got Nika, of course. You got Jormungandr. You got Fenrir, which is like the wolf that like chases the moon and has like
Yeah.
a twin. It's supposed to be one of Loki's kids, also. You have ghosts, of course. You have Draugr, which are kind of like the zombie spirits of warriors. Or not, you see them in Skyrim all the time here.
Yeah.
Play Skyrim. You got Storms, which is, I think it's just you see that in like the last panel. You have Nidhogger, which is the dragon that like eats the roots of like the world tree. I think to keep it from like overgrowing and stuff.
Yeah.
Annoying as heck fighting God of War, by the way. Jormungandr, the world snake we talked about, and then this kid's mom, which I find hilarious.
So the thing that I'm thinking about right now, Sai got me thinking if she is really villain. Now I'm looking at her for real. I'm reading what she says. She says, he says, Mrs. thinking about this stuff is gonna give me a nightmare. Hey, sorry, Leva, but these drawings and writing exercises really let your personality shine. And each of you has a unique perspective, and your imagination is amazing. And then you get 3 ... Mm-hmm. Is she like thinking about it? She's having a flashback herself.
Unless that's her thinking and remembering what happened, but it's also that same day. Like she said earlier today.
Yeah. So then so earlier today she was doing it, so she wouldn't have known anything unless she was actually in on it.
That's
for
what I'm
real.
saying. Unless she was, I don't know.
Yeah.
So next panel though, when we see the spread, like you get to see all of them. You see a bear. I don't know what the bear is. I'm pretty sure the dragon is Nidhogger. Or maybe it's this giant bird.
The wolf. I know the wolf is the wolf you were just talking about.
Yeah,
which is the
Fenrir.
moon.
That one in the middle, I'm pretty sure is Loki, or their depiction of Loki, what they think he's like.
With the sword.
Yeah.
I was thinking the one with the hat next to Nika. That one is Nika for sure.
No, this one here. This is this is Nika. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's Nika.
Then you see this is the Storm. This is a Draugr.
I'm thinking, what the hell is this?
That one there, I think that is.
That could be Loki the hat. Is Loki
You think
have a
so?
hat?
Let me go back and see.
With the 2 horns on it? Unless it's this one right here. This don't look like Loki at all. I mean, it does have a belt.
Yeah, because I'm thinking he
I
has
see
the
no
horns.
hammer.
He looks like a Viking, so he looks
Yeah.
like a giant. He's got the sword. I don't wonder. Yeah, look, actually, that is a hammer. Look,
Yeah.
because you see it stretches back. You see the black piece right here. I'm pretty sure that's a hammer. We'll post it up there so you can see kind of what we're talking
I see
about.
what you're talking about, yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that's Loki.
Yeah.
Then you have the Storm. You have the Ghost, Nika. You have the mom over here in the corner.
Yeah.
Which again I find hilarious. How's she just chilling over there?
All right, let's get into okay. The arrows that are guiding them for sure to me is Gunko.
Yeah, that's not a question. Gunko for sure has the arrows. Now, what I think is Killingham or Killingham or however you pronounce his name.
Yeah.
But the seahorse looking dude, the Kieran. Like, I think he's the one putting them to sleep.
Yeah.
Right? So he's the one physically making them all go unconscious. And I think Summers, the other God's Knight that was just introduced last chapter,
Yeah.
like, I think he has the ability either maybe to like manifest nightmares, manifest fears, and he's the one creating the actual fears. So they have like have like a tag team thing going on where the Seahorse guy puts them to sleep, Killingham puts them to sleep,
Yeah.
Summer manifests their fears, Gunko directs the sleeping kids. That's my thought right now. And if that's the case, that's a crazy combo right there.
That is a crazy combo.
Because they don't even need to be there.
But there's a thing that I'm questioning. They say, why would they question this? As if like they're just watching, and I mean they are just watching. They're like, I'll let up once those runts reach the ship. Do you think they'll be able to get them back?
Well, here's my thing, because last chapter,
Are they
Shamrock
saying-
said you can make it a game, and in the official translation, he's at the time limits until the kids read the ship. Do you think you can get them back? So I think he's kind of making a joke at the Giants. He's like, oh snap, it's a competition. Let's see if you got this, to see if you can stop them before they get to the ship.
Oh,
So I think that's what it is.
So I agree with you that the seahorse looking dude, the
Killingham.
Killingham.
Yeah, I think that's how you say it.
I don't know. Lingham is the Q silenced?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I think
Lingham.
you pronounce like a K.
Yeah. But I think, yeah, for sure. He's the one putting him to sleep, because if you see in this panel right here, he has another looking seahorse next to him that's
Well, no, I think
sleeping.
it's just one pan on the transition. So he's just like in the middle of a sentence, He's like, all right, that should do. I think that's kind of what's going on.
Nah, I feel like it's part of his power because it doesn't even stretch to the neck.
No, I'm saying like look how they do in the official. Okay, we're ready to, and he just like goes to sleep. I think it's the same. It's him. He's just falling asleep mid sentence, like narcolepsy type stuff.
Okay. Do you think we'll be able to get? Yeah.
So I think they're gonna expand on that maybe next time we see him.
Now, the biggest thing, what Gunko says. Why is Gunko afraid of Nika?
That's what I want to know, bro. Because she again is the only one that seems to not be a celestial dragon.
Yeah.
Like she's not like a saint.
Yeah, she's not very bougie or all that. Like she's very grounded in a sense of way of like she doesn't see herself above anybody. She's just playing this position.
Well, no,
Like,
she
doing
definitely sees herself above Loki. Because she was just like, how dare you insult them type stuff. Like, this is a noble position. You should be honored we're even offering
That's
this to you.
true. Actually, that's true. Yeah. But still, I feel like maybe she was doing that in front of Shamrocks. But you're right.
I'm interested too with because she got a lot of weird connections. Because she has the arrow ability, which we linked to Emu.
Yeah.
She's got the heterochromia with one of the eyes that looks like one of Emu's eyes.
Yeah.
She's afraid of Nika. I'm like, something's going on here that's a little bit deeper than what we're
You know
seeing.
what? It's adding up.
I'm just saying, man. I wonder if she's like an aspect of Emu or like a portion of Emu like sent out
Yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah. But she says she's afraid of Nika, and that's what I'm saying. I don't know if they recognize that Luffy and them are on the island. I don't think they know that.
I think they have to. I don't see how they don't.
I don't think they do.
I don't see how they
Because
don't know.
I do think when they spawned it, I don't think they spawned it with the mind in mind of that Luffy and the Straw Hats have arrived to Elbaf. I think they saw them leave with giants, but they never said like they never knew where they were going next. So I don't think they know that the Straw Hats are on Elbaf. And I think the Straw Hats are going to get in their way, and that's what's going to keep being an alarming thing and that's going to set us to the next, arc where now they're prioritizing taking the Straw Hats out or something. But yeah, I don't think they know, bro. I don't think they recognize.
Yeah, I gotta see.
Because nothing so far in the manga has shown to me like they haven't said one thing yet about the Straw Hats.
They haven't.
It's all been about the Giants and Loki joining them. So, because I'm thinking like if they knew that Luffy was there, I don't think they send Shamrock back. I think he stays and he
actually here. I knew they did mention it. So when the Vice Admirals go to talk to Saturn, he specifically says, please give us leave to pursue them to Elbaf. They know.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure they said it.
Okay, I get that. Yeah.
But I don't know. Again, I don't know why Emu's kind of leaving it alone.
That's what I'm saying. That's what makes me question. Like, do they know that they're there?
Again, I don't know. Maybe that's why they decided to take Elbaf right now.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, we can't let Luffy go there and then not have this island subjugated.
Yeah. Maybe they were thinking they could manipulate Loki by making sure that Luffy's like their enemy. I don't know.
Because if Loki's the menace that he's been built up to be, I don't know if Luffy can hang, bro. I don't know if Luffy can
What?
I'm joking. I'm playing. I'm playing.
Because I think
just a little bit.
Gabon was testing to see if he could probably do something with Loki. Like, because he took Luffy at his word. Like, if he doesn't get in line, I'm going to beat his ass. And you know when Luffy's determined to beat somebody's ass, he gonna keep fighting until he wins.
That's true. You're not wrong.
Yeah.
But I don't know if Luffy would do it right now with how injured he is. Because Loki just had to kind of sit there and take it with all the attacks.
Yeah, no, he did. But yeah. Hey, man, make sure you are subscribing to the channel and following us on all social media platforms. Pick up some of the merch like we've been saying. Titles on that new prototype. And
you got a lot of cons we're planning on going to.
Yes.
We're going to let you know, of course.
We'll let you know
but
as soon as we confirm them.
Yes,
We'll let you know.
Yes. But if we are going to a con, you're in the area, swing on by. You can meet us in person.
Say
with a
what's
little
up.
discount, too. You know how it is. You got that special offers for people that meet us at the con. You know?
Yep.
So let us know, guys.
Yeah, man. Come to the booth. Come to the panels. Come for the anime and fun with us.
It's a fun time.
It is. You won't regret coming. So, yeah. But anyways, man, make sure y'all are tuning in to the next episode and listening to us wherever you listen to your podcast. And we'll catch you in the next episode. Peace. I knew he was trying to get one. All right.
All right. Have a good one, everyone.
Yes, sir.